everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Antiques. I'm Ronnie Branch, and this is Philip Scoggins and
Hello.
David Pennington.
Yeah.
And we've got a pretty good show for you today. So, David, do you want?
Yeah. Well, what we did this time, we went through the other day and just seen some of the stories about what kind of stuff was selling. So, what we did today was I just went through the auctions. Not the one we did before was just stories about stuff.
Yeah.
So I went through some of the auction advertisements just to see what kind of items they is selling, and we picked out about 19, which Philip said we'd probably get through about 4 or 5, right,
And
Philip?
that's how you.
Yeah, 3 or 4 is probably
Okay.
me and Ronnie agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so our first thing that we're going to look at, and a lot of this stuff, I think our listeners will have, and this first one for sure. Most kids, boys growing up and girls, had some of these. So the first one is baseball gloves.
Yep.
And so what's the deal on them? What did you find far as? Now what we're going to tell you is the actual what these gloves sold for, and like some of the gloves might be a little different too, Philip, so you need to.
Yeah.
Like the catcher's mitts.
Yeah, or the name of the company that made them,
yeah.
and the years,
Yeah.
So what you got?
Especially the years.
Well, the highest priced one we've got here had 50 bids on it. It was the Ozzie Smith Rawlings Heart of Hide game issue used baseball glove. So it's used by Ozzie Smith. $3,555.
Wow.
That is a lot for a baseball glove.
You think so?
Yeah.
But that Rawlings, that's a good brand.
So, but it takes a pretty good drop from there, don't it?
Well, yeah.
So let's hear some more of them and what kind.
It goes down to a Mickey Mantle Rawlings XPG6
Well, the Mickey Mouse actually got his name on it and stuff.
vintage
so.
baseball glove. Yeah.
So they were, Mickey Mantle and a lot of other ball players had their names on gloves and baseball bats and, caps. And,
I've seen the Babe Ruth.
yeah.
Here's 18 bids on it. Went for $984.
Now think about that. It probably sold for less than $2 or $3 when it was,
Probably so.
when it was sold in the 50s or whatever.
Here's a Louisville Slugger. That's one of those weird ones. Sorry, let me skip that one.
We'll get this $900 one.
Here's a Zet Pro Baseball Glove, Pro Status Special Order Pitcher 2, Authentic Limited Edition. Now, this is a brand new glove.
Yeah.
$912 was to buy it now on
Ooh,
that.
and it sold.
Yeah, it sold for that.
All right.
Here's an Asics AKR Pro Baseball Gold Stage Special Glove Pitcher Edition. This is a new one too, $902. So we,
For brand new gloves.
yeah.
What's that next one?
Here is a Rawlings X Supreme SUP 1200 2012 release baseball glove. One of them, they were asking $1,000 and took a best offer. That's somewhere between probably around $850, I'd say, is what they
Okay.
got for that. And here's another one of those 2012. This is a used Rawlings Supreme. 68 bids for this one, $830.
You think? I bet you some of our listeners got some of these gloves.
I'd say so.
A lot of kids play ball, and a lot of,
Man, I hope people around here aren't paying $900 for a
Probably just
baseball
laying in
glove for that kid.
shoot. I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of money spent on sports
I tell you.
for kids.
Here is, there's several of those Rawlings Pro Preferred that come down to the upper 700s. Here's one that's a Rawlings Pro Preferred made in Japan Kip baseball glove, 13-inch outfielder, right-handed. $730 was to buy it now on that. Let me throw.
They bought it for $730.
Won't you put vintage in there? And
Let
see
me
what-
throw vintage in. Yeah, that's what I was about to do right there. Okay. Here we go. Here we got a.
Well, there's a $1,400 one.
Here's a $1,400 Crescent Pad Buckleback Web Baseball Glove, white leather. They don't know how old it is.
It's an
but
older
old.
piece though, because it looks like a hand instead of a glove.
Exactly.
A leather hand.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like.
16 bids on it, went for $1,400.
This next one actually has a pocket.
Yeah, well, that's that Mickey Mantle we had that was
Yeah.
a 984. Here's a vintage Wilson A2000 glove. They were asking 55 or 550 and got somewhere between that and 450.
Here's another hand.
Yeah, early 1900s crescent pad baseball glove. 23 bids on it, went for $455.
And now here comes the catcher.
I was gonna say, here's an antique catcher's mitt. Yeah. So it's much more padded.
Is it antique or vintage?
Vintage, sorry. Well, 1920s. So there you go. Well, almost antique. There you go.
So
Sorry.
we can call it vintage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They were asking $550 and took a best offer. Probably got around $450.
Here's got several more of these hands come up. At least two more.
Yeah. Here's a vintage Reach Dizzy Dean baseball glove. They were asking $750, got about $400. Here's a vintage A.G. Spalding white baseball glove with a 1-inch web. So they're calling that little
Yeah.
thing a 1-inch web, which now it's the entire between the thumb and forefinger.
Yeah.
14 bids on that, went for $374. Says a vintage mint Mickey Mantle USA Rawlings MM5 glove. 4 bids on that, $355.
Now just think, if you was a young ball player and you had a Mickey Mantle bat or glove or any of those famous
Yeah.
baseball stars, you were up there. You know it.
Oh, you were
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah. Got some more hands coming up. there.
Got several hands. There's one with a 1-inch web. Oh, even better, it's asbestos lined white leather. 5 bids, $351. Here's a Lewis Hack Wilson Spalding vintage baseball glove. It's just a glove. 10 bids, $330. Another, it's a really dark leather vintage
I think
baseball
it's probably
mint
just
glove.
aged.
I don't know if somebody stained it or if it's age.
Okay.
They were asking $400 and they got about $300 for it.
Okay.
Babe Ruth home run special baseball glove.
That thing brought some money.
1930s old vintage ball glove. They were asking $550, got somewhere around $300. Here's another one of those catcher mitts. It's kind of the pillow thing, but I guess it's more like a mitten. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
A leather mitten.
yeah, leather mitten. They were asking $325 and took a best offer, a little under $300. Another Dizzy Vance baseball glove mitt. They were asking $375 and took a best offer. Here's a pretty cool one. Here's a vintage baseball gloves, catcher mitt, and a Louisville Slugger bat, and
Yeah.
vintage baseballs. 2 balls, 2 gloves, 2 gloves, 1 catcher's mitt, and the old bat and 2 balls. 20 bids on that, $255. That's pretty decent. 1910, 1920, white Alex Taylor vintage baseball glove with a 1-inch web. They were asking $300 and got about $250. So these if you just have an old glove that looks more like just a thick leather glove and doesn't have any of the webbing, it seems like you're looking at north of $300.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I'll tell you what. While you're on that baseball stuff, go to. I've looked up some baseball uniforms.
I've got bats too.
Okay. Well, you got what's the highest one?
I got a rare 1885 36-inch LC Doyle New Haven baseball bat. 22 bids, $2,202.
Golly.
I got a Babe Ruth Pro Model used bat, 1930, brought about $2,000.
Well,
I got a 1914 to a 1930. They wasn't sure about the year. Louisville Slugger, George Babe Ruth baseball bat, 63 bids, $1,900. I got a 1950 to 60 Richie Aspirin game used Louisville Slugger, $1,800, 1 bid. Now that one was used in a game.
That next one's really pretty there. I like that.
This is a 40 JJ Joe Jackson decal bat Louisville Slugger. Brought $1,581 with 48 bids. I got a rare Fred Hohenhorst Iowa Hawkeyes bat. Brought $1,526. I got a rare antique 1900 to 1905 J.F. Hillrich and Sons bat. Brought $1,250. I have a vintage Mickey Mantle baseball bat. 42 bids, $1,125. Oh, here's an old rare Lou Gehrig 1925 trademark. Looks like it brought around $1,000. Somebody made an offer on it. And then I've got a bunch of $700-800 bats here.
Yeah, Tullahoma bat.
I got a Ty Cobb with 36. I brought $850.
I'm telling you, they capitalized on those famous players, didn't they?
They
Like
really
movie
did.
stars. So what else you got there, Ronnie? What's some more bats?
There's 3 more, but they took best offers, so I wouldn't know what they brought. Somewhere between $700 and $800
For the other 3 in that range. So
each.
what about uniform? Or you got something you want? You got Tullahoma.
I got a bat to throw in there, as I figured, since there were some baseball bats made in Tullahoma,
Yeah, there you go.
Used to be a lot of
I
them.
found a vintage
baseball.
R. Campbell ink. This is a number 400, model number 400, professional baseball bat made in Tullahoma. And they've got a lot of, it's very old. And they've just got it. Let's see.
What did it bring?
It didn't bring a lot. It brought $41 with 4 bids. So.
Huh.
Well, that's
and,
probably more than they paid for it.
Yeah, the strange thing about it is you'd think maybe that was somebody around town who had one. No, this came from some small town in Wisconsin.
That's amazing. Well, that just goes to show you that local made stuff gets out in the world, don't it?
Well, they
Hey, so you got uniforms, but before you start doing the uniforms, I got a couple really. Here's a Jackie Robinson professional model baseball glove. Now, this sold at one of those big auctions, okay?
Oh, okay.
$110,000. Hey, a Mickey Mantle signed baseball, and it's dated 49. I think that's when he died, wasn't it, in 49? I believe that's right. Brian, check that out, see if he didn't die, Babe Ruth. I think he died in 49. But anyway, that ball signed, it was buy it now, $80,000.
Wow. And they bought it right then.
So I bet you that when he gets through here, that he did die in
That's
49.
free shipping. I think I would hand deliver that if you paid me
I think I
$80,000.
would too.
1948.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I wonder why it's got a 49 thing on it now.
That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that a 49?
Oh no, it says 49 of something.
Oh,
I think
okay,
about it.
49 of something. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is. 49 of what? So I was off a year when he died. 49 of 49.
Oh, okay. All right, there. Okay.
Okay, so you got some uniforms.
I've got some antique baseball uniform, 19th century lace front, the Gladwins. It's a small size. 2 bids on that, $700 for really old just jersey and pants. Here's a vintage 1900 Spalding wool baseball uniform. Guy Jenkins of Macedonia, Ohio, wore that. 7 bids on that, $709. Antique early 1900s Chambry wool Spalding baseball uniform. This looks like a whole jumper, but I'm not entirely sure on that. 7 bids on that, $330. Here's a little more recent, is a 1977 Oakland A's uniform. McAuliffe Uniform Company.
Is it just the jersey?
$190. Yeah, just the jersey.
Just the jersey. Hey, real quick, we got to go, but I found another baseball. Brought $3,500 with 16 bids, but wasn't a baseball player signed. It was John Wayne. Don't you have to push a button?
Yeah, might as
There's more to come on Let's Talk Antiques. This is Thunder Radio.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Okay, how do you follow Max?
That's hard to do.
I'm telling you.
Hey, our buddy Ray Seckler, you said he's sick today.
Yeah, he's sick today.
You say he couldn't talk?
Yeah, he can't talk and his nose is running and, he just didn't feel so
Well, I've been
much.
raking leaves and it's got me all stopped up too.
My nose been running
Is that
all
what
morning
you've been
too.
doing it too?
No, I mowed my leaves like last weekend.
Yeah, but that dust goes everywhere, you know.
Well, if you mowed them last week, they're probably ready to be mowed again.
It was blowing. It was blowing really good. You can see a line where my yard and my neighbor's yard begins. It's a little embarrassing there.
Okay, so did you say you found a couple more uniforms?
I did. I found 2 more high priced. I took vintage off my search and came up with a 1890s Long Beach baseball uniform that includes the jersey, pants, and belt. 61 bids on that. It went for $1,575. And then a 1962 Johnny Klipstein Cincinnati Reds baseball team worn uniform. $1,500 was the buy now for that one. So, and this is a sleeveless jersey. I don't remember seeing it.
Well,
granted, I wasn't alive in 1962, but still.
But if anybody's just joined us, we're what we did this week. We went through the Antique Weekly and found just auction items that are getting ready to auction. So we've started looking up some to kind of give you an idea in case you want to go to some of these auctions and bid on it, what it's worth. Well, do you think that sleeveless one though they wore like a sweatshirt, under it, or
I don't know. I have no idea.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I've seen them wear those a lot like that. Have you?
No, I don't know. I've never seen a sleeveless jersey.
You have now.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so the next auction item that's advertised is the Cushman scooters and the Whizzer. And you said you never heard of a Whizzer.
I know what a Cushman is.
You know what the Whiz is.
I
though,
know
right?
what the Whizzer is after I searched for it, but I wouldn't have. I don't know it as a brand name, but I know what they are.
That was the motor that you put on the bicycles.
Yeah. The motorized bicycle is what I would refer to it as.
That's right.
When I was a kid, I called them ring motors.
Well, they actually had rooms, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Do you have on yours? Do you have one on your bike?
Yeah, I did.
They're coming.
I've got one in case you want to, reminisce, come out the house, and I'll let you borrow
I need
it.
to do that.
these are coming back, and I've actually seen a couple.
Well, they made
that,
some in like 1999 or something. I think they started making them again.
Yeah.
But then I think they quit again.
Right, but I mean, as far as motor-assisted bicycles, they've been making a comeback in the last couple of
and
years.
a lot of the. Didn't you tell me one time about the electric bike?
Yeah,
electrics.
there's electric ones. There's an electric wheel you can buy, and it's got magnets on it. So while you're pedaling, it charges itself up, and then when it's coasting or whatever, and you can set how fast you want to go. Like you want to go 10 miles an hour the whole time, and you pedal, and you're generating electricity, and it's capturing energy, and no matter how fast or slow you pedal, you stay 10 miles an hour kind of thing, until it runs down. You can also charge it up, so you leave with a full charge.
Is it just do you mount the wheel right on the frame, or?
Yeah, I think it's a front wheel mounted thing, or it's kind of. I haven't looked at it for a couple of years. It was like about $2,000, so I looked at it, because I thought it was interesting, but not like I was going to buy
Not
one.
that interesting. not enough to make you pay $2,000.
No, I might like to ride one sometime, but I don't.
So
think
what did
I'll
our
buy it.
Wizards bring?
Wizards are bringing about, a really, really nice one will bring you $3,000. 1946 Whizzer motorbike H model on a 1952 Schwinn Phantom.
Oh yeah.
In beautiful condition.
Is it restored?
It looks like it.
Looks like it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And either that or it's been polished on a daily basis since
This one
1952.
is really nice.
And then you've got it. They were asking $3,100, but they got $3,000.
Okay.
Here's a vintage Schwinn Whizzer motorbike. It's kind of a aquamarine.
Yeah.
It got $2,995. We'll call that $3,000. Man.
Yeah.
Here's a Whizzer Wasp motorbike. So this looks like a kid's bike more, but it's got the Whizzer attached to it. And this says it's refurbished, and it brought $2,500. I'd say those are a little more rare. Probably helped with that. 1948 custom Whizzer motorbike by Whizzer Bob on a Schwinn bike. 5 bids, $2,300, and they said there was no reserve on it. So.
A good looking bike.
It is a very nice looking
Well,
bike.
Wizards started making the bikes after they started selling the motors.
Yeah. I think you're right.
They did. I remember talking about that one day.
Yeah.
So that would make that Wizard bike a little newer than the motors.
Oh, okay.
That's an H model.
I've got a Whizzer motorbike, 1999 factory
That's
promo.
the one I told you about.
Yep. This is a factory promo, custom one of 25. $1,500 was the buy it now on that.
I think
That was probably
I bought
cheap.
one of them, a black one, when they first come out. And I paid like a couple $1,000 for it.
Really?
Me and Dennis Hunt both had one.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis had one. I said, "Go get me one." So when he went back up there, he got me one.
Did you have to put it together, or was it already together?
It was already together when he brought it to me. I don't know if Dennis put it
He
together.
probably
or not.
put it together
I
for
think
you.
probably the motorcycle shop actually put them together.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Where would you have gotten one of those?
I think it was in Nashville somewhere. You got one.
Okay.
Didn't you get
somebody had a
motorcycle in
dealer.
a crate one time?
Yeah.
There's several. Here's a 2008 Whizzer Ambassador, mint new stock, old 0 miles on it. 5 bids went for $1,575. It's got a Harley seat on it. Looks like just about. Whizzer Cruiser motorbike, $1,300. Oh, here you go. Here's a 138cc 4-stroke engine kit. Fits Cruiser Whizzer motorbikes and motorized bicycles. This is a new engine, $800.
Yeah, it looks really good.
That's about all the.
Looks like it's belt driven instead
Well, you
of
got
chain.
some there without the motors. Ain't
Here's a antique Whizzer barn find. Doesn't have the motor on it. That got 7 bids at $361.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's some of those? Look at those seats. How much they are?
So here's some parts for one. Original Hall lamp, bi-directional light for a Whizzer motorcycle. 4 bids, $333. Vintage Harley / Indian / Whizzer motorcycle seat, $305 with 16 bids. Two Whizzer seats, pre-owned vintage, 16 bids, $306.
Hey, did you see that headlight on there?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
$333 for a headlight.
Here you go. This is more up your alley, David.
Yeah.
A Whizzer motorbike advertising neon sign.
Yeah, that's cool.
That would
That's
be really
really
cool.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
kind of a turquoise, and it's got the red. Looks like
Yeah.
the wings or something.
Yeah, it says Whizzer motorbike on it.
Looks
It
like
was
it's about ready to take off the way they've got it
Yeah.
displayed.
$250 is a buy now on that.
That sounds like a
That
fair
was
I
price.
say that doesn't sound bad at all.
Look how high those parts are of them things.
Oh yeah, well that's original Whizzer motorbike Germany connecting rod for roller bearing crank. 4 bids, $229.50.
How about that?
If you're restoring it, it's got to be
Yeah.
original parts.
Yeah, you got to have it.
Forks for the Cruiser Whizzer motorbike. Oh, these are new ones. Still is $200.
That's amazing.
Vintage Messenger seats compatible with the Whizzer. 15 bids, $196.
Well, we only got a couple minutes, so let's stay on the Whizzer parts. Like, what is that group there and that and right there?
Here's a manual, service
Oh, yeah.
manual,
You need one of
1949
them.
service manual. Yeah, if you're going to restore, you got to know what you're doing. 1 bid, $200. Wow. Here's a gas tank for a motorized bicycle, Whizzer or Cushman. 15 bids, $177.50. Whizzer motorbike bicycle parts, large lot. So here's just it's got a headlight, 1 pedal, some springs, bunch of just little parts. $162 with 7
odds
bids.
and stuff.
Just odds and ends parts. Not even 2 pedals.
I
Just
tell
1
you what,
pedal.
we better take a break.
Hello, I'm Pickin' Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
All right, we're back with you now, and we had to take a little break, and we're talking about Whizzer motorbikes.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's do. Let's jump on those Cushmans. You want to?
There you go.
Since we're riding, let's go
Give us
ahead and
something
ride.
different.
Let's ride a Cushman.
All right.
You're just dying to say something about that tag, ain't you? I mean that
I mean,
Whizzer.
That's fine.
Go ahead and say it. Say it.
I already closed the list. There was a nice 11 3/4 inch Cushman Whizzer sign, porcelain sign. Or
How
no,
much-
what's
how much did it
porcelain? It's
bring?
metal.
No, it's porcelain.
It only brought $175.
Yeah, but what it said, if you ride one, you'll buy one, right?
If you ride one, you buy one. Yep.
I would say the slogan would be, because I used to have one when I was a kid, if you rode one, you probably wouldn't buy one because you had to work on them all the time.
Yeah, well.
That's my slogan.
Oh, okay. All right, here's a Cushman Eagle motor scooter, 1959, with electric start on it. One bid, $4,300. Man.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I don't know if you, now I used to have them too, and you'd crank them things more than you'd ride them.
Oh, yeah.
They're awful. But if you get one with electric start, it starts up pretty good.
Does it? Does
Yeah,
that
it
electric
does.
start actually
Yeah,
work?
it does help.
Okay, that's what John Gray over at the TV station. He said that he had a Cushman that he had a trailer attached to, and he would drive around town when he was a kid and clean gutters for people, and he'd carry his rakes and stuff,
Ain't that cool?
things in the trailer he had on the back. So.
That boy was a little enterpriser, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, if you don't work, you don't have any money.
That's right.
1953 Cushman Peacemaker, fully restored. This is a nice cream colored, really.
Yeah, that's a
really
step
cool
through
looking.
too.
Yeah, $3,000, one bid on that. 1959 Cushman Road King motor scooter. It looks in really nice restored shape too. Buy it now, $2,050.
There's another black Road King.
1957 Road King.
That's a
Yeah,
step
really
through
nice
also.
black one. Yeah. $2,025 after 5 bids. What is this now?
So that Trackster,
Yeah,
That's
what
what
is
I
a
was looking
Trackster?
at.
Well, it must
Can you
be
tell me
something
about
like
a
a
Trackster?
I will
like
be
a
able to in
gator or
minute.
something.
Yeah.
See what it says about it.
It is. Oh my goodness, it's got tracks.
It's got tracks.
What does it say about it?
Let me pull up the description here.
So this is a Cushman Trackster.
I've never seen one.
They were
I've
I've
asking.
seen a
Neat.
Trailmaster, the wood riding bike. You'd ride out in the woods and
Right.
hills. And, is it the same thing?
I don't think they knew a lot either. Said he picked it up after it was stored for a while and he needed a seat and some minor work to be fully functional. I don't think it runs
Yeah, it said it
because he
doesn't run.
thinks one of the valves is stuck. I said he hadn't pulled the intake yet. So he don't know either, evidently.
Hey, remember I said something about a Trailmaster?
Yeah,
Look right under that one.
there you go. Oh, well, Trailster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, they say that Trackster, he was wanting $2,000 and he got somewhere between $1,500 and $2,000. So
Yeah.
even though it didn't
Don't even
run
run.
and he
It's
didn't
a
know
good
anything about it,
conversation piece.
I bet it's
Somebody-
heavy though with those
somebody
metal
got it.
tracks.
I guarantee it.
1962 Cushman Trailster. Yeah, there you go. It's got the expanded metal on the back, so you don't get a limb stuck in your chain. $1,500 for a buy it now. These are all in really nice shape, by the
Oh,
way,
yeah.
too. Let's see. Here's another 63 Trailster. Got $1,400 for that one.
There's a Highlander.
A 2014?
No.
No, okay. I was going to say they didn't still make those.
No,
do they?
how much that bring? 1,300.
Yeah, $1,300 for a Highlander 2.
Yeah.
So it's a step through with a got a buggy on the back to carry your groceries back home.
Well, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
Grocery getter.
there you go. Here's a Cushman model scooter. This is a project one. So this is
For $1,000 though, you
for
can have
That
that.
means it don't run.
$1,000
You
with
can
8
have a
bids.
project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty rough and
Looks like
paint
it's all
jobs.
together though.
Yeah, all the parts are there. Here's another 1948 used, 10 years in a shed. They don't say if it runs or not. $690 after 10 bids. Here you go. Here's your investment part. A 1953 Cushman scooter, just the forks. $485, 8 bids.
God.
That's what. Yeah, that's
All right, now we're into parts. Look at that Cushman
1940
motor.
Cushman motor scooter engine, $450 after 10 bids. 1962 Eagle Cushman scooter. This is a project. It's got most of the parts. I see it having all the parts. 34 bids, $461. Here's a Cushman motor. They were asking $390, and they got probably about $380, much less. Oh, and they've got $100 shipping on it. So
Somebody probably got
There
that
you
for
go.
one of those project scooters.
you got a Cushman 12-volt Wilco magneto and flywheel. 17 bids on that, went for $373. You got your Cushman airborne shroud. 16 bids, $350.
Hey, you want to hear something?
Oh yeah, windshield,
Yeah.
$285.
Well, you gotta have a windshield. How about just a quart can of Cushman oil? Says motor scooter oil unopened, $127.50
Wow,
for one quart.
Man, oil is going
Hey,
up.
11
takes
bids.
a lot to change your oil there.
11 bids. Man. Here's a old Cushman Husky motor scooter engine. Turns over. 8 bids, $260.
You know, those Husky engines run a lot of things.
Yeah. Here's a Cushman front end, front fender, $200. Saddlebags, which are actually plastic or fiberglass or something
Yeah.
like that, $227 after
You gotta
4
have
bids.
saddlebags if you're gonna have
Yeah.
a scooter, right?
Here's your sign, dude.
Yeah,
Cushman motor scooter oil porcelain gas station service sign.
yeah.
33 bids on that, went for $204.49.
Just think, I
more
just
than
showed you.
oil.
I just showed you if you had 2 quarts of oil, you'd have more. You'd have more in them 2 quarts of oil than you would the sign,
Yeah, well,
right?
everybody used up those quarts of oil, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Or a helmet.
Here you go. Here's David. Here's your favorite part. Here's the clutch with pulley. Sorry. I was thinking that was the starter. No, or the
$191.50?
the hand starter.
Yeah.
Here's a Cushman helmet. $175.
Well, now that's a race.
Hey, look at that. There's another can of oil. Brought more than what I told
Another
you.
can.
Well, of course, this one ain't finished. That one has.
21 bids. $182.50.
You got any of that?
I
Cushman
do
oil?
not have any Cushman oil now. Anything my granddaddy would have bought that stayed around was in 55 gallons. Is how he bought his
Yeah.
oil.
He needed oil.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot.
He used oil. Here's a Cushman scooter rear hub and brake. They were asking $200.
No, we're talking about a used piece.
Oh yeah, they were asking $200, and they got close to that, probably 180. Here's another windshield, nice windshield. They were asking $175, got about $150.
That's amazing, though. You know it.
Yeah,
It's clear, and then on the bottom, about halfway up on it, it's got it looks like a red tint to it.
yeah.
Hey, there's a clear one down there.
Clear one, 150 was one bid on that one. So I guess the multicolor gets a little more.
Yeah, evidently.
Here's a scooter.
Looks like a couple of wheels for
It's the
scooter.
wheels, yeah. $172.50 with
For a
5
pair of
bids.
used
Pair.
now. We're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about-
these are
They
pretty rough.
have been used.
Very, very used, yeah. Cushman motor scooter generator.
Yeah, everybody needs a generator if you're gonna have a motor,
There
right?
you go. They got $150 for that, and it's very used.
Mm-hmm.
Rear engine cover for a Cushman, $50 was to buy it now on that one, with $100 shipping. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That looks like
I
something
call
that went
that
on a
150.
Highlander or something. You know, that kind of cover.
Right. Let's see. Oil bath for the air filter. Oh, so they used the oil like a Volkswagen for the air filter. $135. Man. So that's what when my Volkswagen messed up, I was told I would get more money if I parted it out, but I couldn't do that to my Volkswagen. You know.
So you just sold
Couldn't
it.
take it apart.
No, you can't take
You
it
sold
apart.
it home, somebody else
I'd
parted
rather-
it
No, I don't want to think that.
That's what happened to it. It's scattered all over the world, piece at a time.
Here you go. Here's
I'd find a
a
Volkswagen bus to do that with.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's what it was. It was
Yeah.
a bus, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 1970 Westphalia camper van. Man,
you had some.
I wish I hadn't sold that. I love
Why did you?
because I had a baby and sending my baby and her mom out in a van with no heat.
Yeah, that'd
and,
be-
And it's kind of you don't drive that to any place that you really have to get there when you're supposed to get there.
That's enough to make them mad at you, isn't it?
Hey, didn't I see a striped seat?
Yeah, there's a what is that, green and white
Yeah.
striped seat. 1940 to 1948. They're not sure on that. $110.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good price for a seat.
How about that carburetor? You gotta have a carburetor.
Gotta have a
Yeah.
carburetor. $110 for a 1953 carburetor. Barrel gas tank, 1950s to 60s.
We definitely gotta have one of them.
$100.
How about that helmet?
There you go.
Oh, you gotta have that too.
Here's it looks almost like a baseball cap, kind of weird
It says
looking
Vestma
helmet.
/ Cushman.
It's really weird looking.
$100 for that one. Actually, $100 was the bid. They wanted $200 for the buy.
Hey,
it
I
now,
see
but
a
they
cheap
did not
can of
get all
oil
that.
coming up. I wonder if that's just a can with no oil in it, though.
Well, that's the sign.
Oh, is that the sign? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cheap sign.
Cheap sign, $100 buy it
Yeah.
now. Mm-hmm. Cushman motor oil sign. And here's another Cushman motor scooter sales and service sign. They were asking $132 and ended up taking $100 for it. Here's vintage valve seat grinder kit. 13 bids on that, went for $99.
Well, if you rebuilt the engine, you'd have to have that.
It would-
a grinder, wouldn't you?
Probably help. Another sign, oil sign for $88. I think these are really small, by the way. Scooter clutch plate, probably good to be able to change gears in them. New old stock. 28 bids on that, went for $91.55. Here's a Cushman scooter airborne seat bracket. This is just a T-shaped bracket. 3 bids, $78. Here's more seat brackets. Went for $87 and $75. Maybe that's an important part to keep your seat.
All right, you only got one more minute.
All right, I got a carburetor and manifold, $75. Anything else we got? Here's another carburetor for $75. Here you go. Here's a 1958 Cushman Eagle die-cast scooter.
Oh, that's cool.
Scooter bike. Yeah, very
it is.
cool looking. Original box, blue. $75 was the buy it now on that. I'd say that probably went pretty quick. Here's a history of Cushman Motor Works by Bill Somerville Cushman. $75 for that. And 2 speedometers, $65. And here's a Project scooter, parts only, $77, so 12 bids on that.
Hey, we got to go.
Are you sure?
Our minute's eat up.
Our minute's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in bonus time. You're listening to Let's Talk Antiques on Thunder Radio.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Now we're gonna talk about firemen's helmets
Yeah.
next.
Do you have that $2,000 one?
I can't get it.
Okay, Philip.
All right, I've got a 19th century Tall Eagle fire helmet from 1897. Chief Engineer Fireman John Jones. 10 bids,
What if he's skinned to Casey?
$2,033.88.
It may be his,
What if he's skinned to Casey?
He would, yeah,
maybe his great grandson.
What's your next one?
could have been. Okay, here's a British officer's Merryweather pattern fire helmet. So this looks really different than our fire helmets. It's in nickel silver also.
That almost looks like a war type helmet, don't
Yeah,
it?
they were asking $1,400. They got somewhere between that and $900. Here's an early Carnes and Brothers Friendship #1 from Bloomington, Pennsylvania. Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. I'll get it out of you.
That's all right. You're working on it. That's the main thing.
$880 after 14 bids. Antique Carnes fireman's helmet. It says hook and ladder on it, and CVFD. $1,500 they were asking. They got between $750 and $800. Here's a High Eagle leather fire helmet, Belltown #4. 20 bids on it, $732. I think there are people who collect fireman helmets.
I think you're exactly right.
Because having 20 bids on a
Sure there is.
There's people that collect everything.
Collect all fire
fire
types.
helmet,
Everything. Fire extinguishers, fire trucks,
the 20
fire
bids that went up to
hoses,
$732.
fire nozzles. You want me to keep going, or are you going to tell us
Do
some
you
more?
think there are fire hoses on?
Sure there is. There's vintage fire hose. Yeah. If you had a vintage fire nozzle, you might want a vintage fire hose, don't you think?
Instead
Maybe.
of putting a new
You
one
ask
on
any
there.
good fireman, they'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. Vintage fire department of New York leather fire helmet with 2 front plates. 317, I guess, would be the department number. $700 was the buy it now on it.
Would you ever thought these old helmets bring that kind of money? You probably passed up some.
No, I've never passed up.
You never?
I've never seen fire helmets for
You
sale.
never seen one at a yard sale?
Nope. Vintage Carnes and Brothers leather fire helmet, New Yorker, size 7 3/8. $700. Buy it now. Doesn't show you the front. Here's an antique leather fireman helmet with eagle and shield. Chief Engineer, PFD, Rhode Island. 18 bids, $686.99. Let's see.
Did you see those French ones? They look
No, I
like,
don't see this.
Look like something an ancient gladiator or soldier would wear.
French brass and leather helmets. No, I might miss those. Huh.
How much they
$800 for
brought?
$800, 2 of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
now they are different.
They look like gladiator helmets.
Yeah.
Other people aren't concerned about fire getting down their backs as much as Americans are, I think. Here's an original Chief Fire helmet in the Merryweather pattern, it says. 2 bids, $590, and it's that kind of style there, which
Yeah.
the French
Well, you know
style.
the French want to look good while they're putting out fires.
I guess so.
Well, what about, think about it though, having leather helmets. Ain't that something, how they made them out of leather? Mm-hmm. They held up good.
Yeah. Vintage leather fire helmet, Black Stump, New York, circa 1900. Hall number 1, H&L. 11 bids, $592.67. Here's a New Yorker leather fire helmet, 49th Department, $650. And
Now those leather, they're OSHA approved, it says.
currently or original?
No, back in the day.
Old brass.
No, I think this one here may be.
Old brass fireman helmet, unknown fire brigade. 2 bids, $525. So I can't even tell you where it came from, and it still gets $500.
I would think that brass helmet would be heavy.
Oh yeah. Here's a Catskill leather fire helmet. Fire department number 5. 2 bids on it, went for $500. And let's say they keep running for it. I'm curious, let me change things.
What are you gonna do?
I want to see what a toy fire helmet would bring.
I've got one.
Well, there's
There you go.
Texaco. How about
Vintage
that?
1960s Texaco fire chief helmet with microphone. $188.
That's for a toy.
There you go. And there's several of them. There's 3, 4 of them here, 5 of them, 6
They're all in the
of them,
same
700, 7 of them. Yeah, now they go all the way down to 190, a little under. And then just the top of the helmet goes for $90 on its own. So
You only got 1 minute, so you better talk it up, buddy.
all right, is for the end of the show.
Yeah.
Then you guys say a Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel
Yeah, that was
pallet,
Yeah.
$990.
for just one barrel.
This isn't. No, it's not a barrel. It's a pallet.
Pallet.
Really? All right, with that,
Pallet.
are we getting out of here then?
I'll
I
sell
guess
some
so.
pallets for that.
I can make you some real quick.
All right, we'll do it again next week.